My life is like an object show, trying hard to get views, all while making an object show. Okay, that was really bad, but say making an object show actually was like a video game, that every episode was a level that you needed to pass. Who are the biggest players? Player 1, you. You created the show. You decide the quality, the length, the cast. You find yourself at level 1, object show production. It's a grueling task, but you might find some friends along the way. In level 2, when you release episode 1, YouTube decides whether or not people will actually see the show thanks to their algorithm. Because the algorithm is designed to bring people videos they will watch all the way through. The algorithm is not a final boss. It's not even an enemy. The algorithm is player 2. But it's not a 2-player game. It's a 3-player game. Player 3, your audience. Player 1 and 2 can only do so much to grow your video. Maybe you're a poor thumbnail maker. Hey! Say you're a poor thumbnail maker. YouTube won't like that, and you can't help it. So what happens? Does your video die? Not if Player 3 can help it. Player 3 knows a lot of other players. In fact, Player 3 is thousands of people telling all of their thousands of friends to watch your show. Have you ever seen a show just because everybody on Twitter has been talking about it? All this advertising is free. But how do you foster the growth of your audience to the point where they're a player in the game of YouTube? 1. It all starts with your characters. Your characters can't just be tools to move the plot along. Like all television characters, they must be likable to some extent. Even if that extent is them being so terrible that they're just fun to watch. No one likes boring characters. If your cast is full of a bunch of the exact same archetype, or bland, gray and brown characters with one personality, hello? People want to love your characters, so make them lovable. Make them mean something to people. It makes for a better plot anyway if we can cheer them on. 2. You need to be your own character. When Wilbur Soot, a Minecraft YouTuber people care about, made music, 70 million people tuned in. When a faceless YouTuber makes music, it's possible only a fraction of their audience will listen, because the audience only cares about the specific content they subscribed for, not you. You are not 2 players in the same game. You are essentially just the console that they're playing on. But if your audience cares about you, they will care about any of the content that you make. Use social media to your advantage. Talk about your own struggles with production, your love of other object shows, your first word, your last failed test. Whatever it is, it's you and you're real. And if you're real, people will relate to you and want to watch your content just because you make it. And 3, you gotta be consistent in the off-season. In the weeks preceding a new episode and the weeks following a new episode, you need to hype this show up. The more views your video gets day 1, the more it'll be recommended and the better it will perform in the long run. Sure, sometimes there's a secret ending that lets you skip a few levels, but if your audience only hears from you whenever you drop episodes, they will always be left behind. Just taking a Sunday morning to come up with a bunch of tweets, maybe making a funny meme image, scheduling these out, these can all contribute to you and your show gaining traction. We see this with shows like One, whose communities blew up with millions of views under every single one hashtag on TikTok, ton of Twitter users to the point where it even started trending, and tons of people with One characters as their profile pic or even their name. One did such an amazing job creating characters that people could relate to, could feel for, that it gained traction even outside of the OSC, which a lot of us struggle with. Had Cheesy been more prevalent on social media, this could have elevated his show to the millions, but he chose to simply make the content he wanted to make, and he still succeeded because he was consistent and he knew exactly what people wanted. Remember, your fans are players in your game. They're not enemies. They're your friends, so treat them with respect, care, and consideration. When you listen to your audience and create content they enjoy, your videos will do well. At the end of the day, you will beat every level and make every episode as long as you stay consistent in production, but your score depends entirely on how many of these tools you utilize. You can end up with 1,000 views on day 1 or 10,000. The choice is yours. Thank you so much for watching a video on the WebzForevz channel. If you really liked it, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you really liked it, then watch another video.